Hello and welcome, my legendary Leafs. So, before we start, my wife has to repair something, so she has the mouse, please. Guys, it's here. The pre-download is here. Thursday, we go. Don't miss my Road to Radical on April 3rd until April 6th. I almost said 5th there for some reason, but oh well. Please with Rief. So let's dive into some more side quest. Plural, Rief, plural. There's an S on the plural in most cases. In all cases? No, in most cases. There are words without an S. Like, for example, you know, technically leaves. That doesn't just have an S as the plural. You write it almost completely different. Exchanging the F for a V, and an E is also pushed in there somewhere. Alright, we totally did not mess up combi here. Do we have honey? Because there's a little trick here that we can use. No problem that we don't have anything with us. We can just pick it up. And now, apparently at least, when you throw that under a tree, and I think you have to go sleep as well, then apparently a combi shall appear. In a shaking tree. So let's tree that out. That sounded better in my head. Or let's completely forget about the stuff I just did and just use this. Watch it not being a combi. It's a combi! So we don't have to go. No, I cannot do the convenience joke again, right? No, that wouldn't be right. But I cannot just do it. Sure, I did bad. No! You're supposed to say no! Oh no!
I'm supposed to say yeah!
No! You said no. You destroyed my speak language. Somebody send help. Okay. Enough of that. Yeah, the pop pots we can do. What else can we do? This is still broken, right? The mission thing. If you don't get what I mean. The thing that's broken about this mission list is, you see, it's sorted by unfinished tasks. So you have the unfinished here and the finished one below there. But if you from this map go into it, it's, I don't even know. I thought it was sorted numerical, but I realize now it's completely messed up. I mean, 42 and 43 fits, but then you have 30, 45, 50. It's completely garbageized. Okay. So we cannot do that, of course. We can do this. This we have to catch. Okay. So let's mark that. Artillery, we need to do that. Okay. Whoa! What happened there?
It jumped up from the ground on my
onto your seat.
Yes.
The upper part of your back of the seat. And why was there fur flowing?
I think
Floating,
he
not flowing.
got the cat on the way up.
Are you okay, Chisa? Well, he seems happy. Okay, we can do this, of course. Did we complete Machoke? We have to check. We can do this now, and in the Cobalt Coastlands, we have to do this. Okay, this is looking good, but we gonna go get those satchels first. After we checked Machoke and what was the other one we need to finish? Machoke and I totally forgot. Okay, we did finish Machoke. Which one was the other one we are supposed to finish the Pokédex entry for? Magikarp. No, we did that. We did that. There was another one. What the? Sorry, I'm stupid. Not this. Octillery! It was Octillery. We didn't even catch that, so... Guess we haven't finished that if we did not catch that. Well, technically you can. You cannot complete it, but you can finish it? Well... You can get it to level 10 without catching a Pokemon. And I think you can actually do that with every Pokemon there is, right? Should be doable. Okay. Here we go. I actually played this in private a little today and caught a shiny Togepi. Was just trying to complete, master, or whatever you want to call it, the Pokédex entry of Burmadam, which kind of sucks. Not as much as Ipom though, because I only had one Ipom jump from a tree ever, and that's kind of hard. But I think there should be a method. I need to Google that, but yeah. And then, while I did that in the Cobalt Coastlands, there was just a shiny Togepi laying around. Well, it wasn't laying around, it was walking around. It's fine, it's not hurt or something. Don't worry. Okay, one should be near here. Okay, off to that side. So yeah. Thing is, I was playing in handheld mode, which I rarely do because I prefer playing on my 60-inch screen for obvious reasons. Right, 60-inch? 80-inch? For even obviouser reasons. That is not a word. Don't use that ever, because that's stupid. And yeah, I heard the chime of a shiny. But if you guys know how shiny Togepi looks like, you know what the problem was there. Because while I heard the chime, I did not see it. But I thought, well, there were Psyducks and Golducks around as well in that place. And then there were also some Starly, stuff like that. Starly is also not that easy, but I think I would see that. But I thought it has to be the Togepi, right? So I caught it and checked, and it was the Togepi. So, yeah. One more shiny for me. This game is awesome for shiny hunting. Really. Well, I kind of didn't like it that you could see shinies in Pokemon Let's Go, because I don't even know why I didn't like it there, to be honest, because I kind of preferred. I don't want shinies to be too hard. I mean, they could double up the shiny rates in general, I think. The base shiny rate without anything attached to it. And that would be fine. They would be still pretty rare, but I think stuff like shinies should be not extremely rare, but more like, yeah, in your playthrough you would encounter one or two if you're not completely unlucky. What happens there? She's meowing and it's the strange scratching noise.
She's bringing the
Yeah, but that
sound.
scratching noise.
Yeah, that's the end of the string.
Oh, I didn't mark that. Oh, wait. I did mark it, apparently. And you can't just say she was bringing the mouse. People think it's a real mouse. It's a toy.
A Harry.
A very hairy toy. What did you do? Here. Yeah, that's what happens if two long-haired people live together in a house. With cats. Hairs everywhere. You can clean those up basically every half hour and there would still be hairs everywhere. Not to mention stuff like, well, the shower sink and that.
The shower sink.
What do you call that? Isn't that called a sink? The drain. The sink is... yeah, the drain. The shower drain is... We really need this hair catcher thingies. Should already buy one. Because, well, of course the drain catches hair. That's normal. But if two people have long hair, it's pretty bad. But oh well. So, me and my brain, what was I going for? I cannot remember stuff like that anymore. I don't even know if it's just me getting older or if when I was younger, I just tried to remember but didn't even notice that I forgot what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Is that audible? She is pretty loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please not eat my finger.
Why is there Scyther on my team? I just remembered why. It was that side quest thingy. So we have to get our Cleavor back. Twax, as it is called. I just realized that Twax kind of sounds like a British insult. Whoops. Yeah, like a twat. Right. Oops. Sorry, Twax. Didn't mean to name you. Well, I did mean to name you Twax, but... Well, you have to live with it now. I cannot change nicknames. I mean, no. That's not possible in this game. Totally not. No, I like the name Twax, but... Yeah, it is... It might sound strange. Maybe it's just me hearing that. Maybe. Who knows? So... Let's get the items out. Wait, this button. We'll keep these. You will have to stay. Okay, we need the pop pots as well as what were the other ones? This menu. I can't think of another game that has this many menus in it. Like, not under menus, obviously, but we have the map menu, which is a menu of itself. Kinda. I mean, games often have maps. Okay. Then we have the item menu. That thing has 4 submenus, of course. Then we have also the Pokédex menu. that all already? Feels like there are more. Oh well. Pop pot, right? Bean cake. No, that was it actually. Okay. Let's mark this. No, I know where this is. Let's mark you. No, no. You are there, over there. Mark you, and then we have to go to the coastlands. Cool. So, Leventon. I caught 2 Pokemon, actually. Oh yeah, of course, I caught those too. Obviously. Which couldn't look any more different, but they are the same types. Bug and flying. Return to the village. Okay. So let's give the pop pots to the old guy, who doesn't really deserve it. He's annoying. I don't like him. You'll see why. Okay. Okay, it's evolving. Beauticia is evolving. No way. Yes way. Wait, you have to induce evolution in this, so... He should have known that it evolves, because he would have done that. Huh. Beauticia, my buddy. Congratulations, you evolved into a Dustox. Dos. Yeah, that's it. Nothing more to this. Okay, please bigger up my satchel. And that's probably not the best way to say that. Okay, maybe later. I mean, yes, an extra item can save you. Except at a certain point, it's really just for completion's sake, else so... The numbers you want to get for your technique are ridiculous. Wait, you've got pop pots? Why do you let me have some? Please, just 3. Sure. Ah, pop pots. Don't eat that. Those. The Cobalt Coastland's finest feature. You often find these fine sea vegetables washed ashore. You know, should they have named them pop pots? Like, that sounds like detergent. Which really was a struggle to getting people not eating those. Glad I wasn't a streamer or YouTuber back in that time. Not that I would have eaten those, but people would have maybe thought I did. They're best known as a key ingredient in scatterbangs. Scatterbangs. That sounds like a category you find on an adult website. Those lively items for scaring off Pokemon. Alright, I won't send you back to Choi a failure, since you kindly brought me these pop pots. Tell him I'll set him up with some new wares. I'll tell him. Sorry. Okay, back to Choi. Pak Choi. Was he named after Pak Choi? Probably. Maybe. Might be. Who knows? We've got new goods in stock. Thanks to you. I know all this has caused you some bother. I do hope he and I can thaw things out at last. But thanks to you, we've got excellent new items on our shelves. Do buy some. I want. I don't even know if I ever bought something from him. Might not. actually. Did you bring one of those Pokemon with 2 tail fins to show me? No, wait. Didn't I make the honey guy my goal? Okay, forget about that then. Yeah, I did. Why is she marked? Why is she marked with this? What? Huh. Strange. Enter. Mr. Honey? Did you know that you can save money with honey? This would be so much more fun if it was actually sponsored by them, and I would go way into it. Brought me a combi from Ravenous Island, have you? I have. Here, please. I'll just have myself a little sample of its honey. Please don't do that. I mean, I don't really like honey, but does honey really taste... Okay, I have to elaborate on this. Does honey taste really different? I know it does if it's different kinds of honey because of different flowers, but will it really make a difference if the flowers aren't really that different, like roses and tulips? Would that really make a difference? Or would it have to be more like mint? Will they go on to mint? There's minty honey, but is that mint just added, or is that... But, I mean, we just have to assume that the different places have different flowers so that this works out, right? The place shouldn't make a difference, right? If it's the same flowers, it should taste the same, probably. That bee barf. And if you don't believe it, look it up. Honey is just the barf of bees. Not really? But it is real.
They produce it in that amount.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean... But you know what? People drink coffee that was pooped out by cats. And that is not even the strangest thing. Like... Well, like a sausage. That's an animal stuffed into its own digestive intestines. That's what I was searching for. That is quite creepy as well. This type of honey just begs to be stirred into a cup of tea. You're from Gala, aren't you? Must be something different about the flowers. Oh, come to think of it. If Scarlet and Violet really are playing in Spain, in a Spain-based region, which is basically all but confirmed, what would the specialty thing be? On the other hand, Gala had curry, which is not really that much of an English thing. But the malasadas in Alola worked. So, what is Spanish? They have these little... What are they called? These little sticks made of some sweet dough. Well, churros are good as well. No, magdalenas. I was thinking of magdalenas. Aren't they not sticks? No, wait, those were... But they are similar to magdalenas, right? But churros, probably poke churros. We might get poke churros. Which, how would it differ up a churro? They just work like they are. I don't think you can really add anything. Maybe a coating? Huh. So combi in different areas make differently flavored honey. What a delightfully mysterious bunch they are. Just think how many different clusters of combi there are in the Obsidian Fieldlands alone. I'm getting the urge to go collect more honey. Thanks for helping me confirm my suspicions. Have some of my hands selected dazzling honey. Thanks, I'm not gonna use that. But wait, will I? Isn't it used in some healing item? Then I might use it. Okay. And then we now go back to the Cobalt Coastlands after we played Dress Up. Hello there. Okay, you have more in stock. Then let's see. Still the flat caps. We do know the twisted headbands. The normal headbands. One too much here. Head kerchief. The warm cap. We know that already. The bowler hat. No new hat, it seems. Let's go with a festival mask. And of those, well, this is the most we can get near water. So a Bidoof festival mask. Okay, the everyday kimonos, the Pokemon kimonos, the patterned kimonos. Then we have the fancy ones. We can get Bascule Legion's fancy one. Yeah, let's go for Bascule Legion's outfit. Yes. Then we have to get that here as well. Where is it? Bascule Legion, not Lilligant. Where's Lilligant after Bascule Legion? That's strange. As for shoes... let's go with ankle boots. And the color of... okay, there's no good color. Let's not go with ankle boots. Let's go with these Zori sandals. Yes. And now we take a photo. Photograph, photograph. So, which Pokemon should we do today? You know what? We are close to getting to the boss. Why not evolve Gaga? Then we can take a photo with him. Right? That's why I kept that evolution stone, I realized, but oh well. Okay, Gaga. It is time. There we go. If you haven't seen the evolution and don't want it to be spoiled, the game is out for over 2 months now, so... do you really care? Well, here we go. Still a good music and a nice animation, but if you're going to complete your Pokédex and evolving Pokemon for that, it can be so annoying that you cannot skip it. This Arcanine. It looks so much better than the original. And I did like the original. This is so good. This is so awesome looking. They really did a great job of improving it. I like to prepare a Pokemon. Gaga. All set? Well, we do need red. Definitely. Yeah. Shoot here. Pokemon pose. Okay, look fierce. Cool. Look happy. Aww. Look at that. Isn't that cute? go to sleep. Oh. Act dizzy. Yeah, you have to stand up for that. Pretend to faint. Okay. No, not fierce. I want to go with happy. Change my pose. Arms open high. Confident. Thumbs up. At the ready. Over the shoulder. Yeah, with a happy look on that. Smiling. Delighted. Yeah, that's good. I like that. So now to get the right timing. Okay. Yes, that's it. Have a photo for today. Let's leave. Back to the Cobalt Coastlands. Okay, mass outbreak. Not where we wanted though, and I know it's good for shiny hunting and stuff, but to be honest, I might start shiny hunting between this and Scarlet and Violet, depending on how long this will take and how much time we have until Scarlet and Violet. However, I would do that on my private playthrough then, because this is just for fun, not for completion. We found a soul, by the way. So we mark that on the spot. There we go. Okay, first thing we'll do is get ourselves some auxiliary action. Oh no. I just realized. I mean, if you say Pachirisu action, that would be fine, but auxiliary action, it's an octopus with tentacles. That sounds weird. Sorry. On the other hand, can you really call that those things that have tentacles? I mean, they are short. There aren't really many. So, who knows? Can we get up here? I don't think so. Oh well. Ah yes, you want the Machoke, right? Did you complete Machoke's Pokédex entry? Please show me. So it likes grain, huh? And it certainly has a sturdy, powerful body. It would be the perfect addition to the construction core. I mean, I guess researching it might be the right thing, but just look at it. Obviously, it would be good for construction. However, maybe you might want to look into a foreign country named Unova. There might be a Pokemon better suited for construction there. Just a hunch. They would have probably looked different here as well, right? If they do a Legends original dragon, maybe, or something. They should have an ancient form, because they probably didn't have steel beams back then. Thanks to you, I was able to catch a Machoke. I guess I owe the Cervical one. It really seemed to enjoy the grain cake I threw at it. I promised we'd feed it lots of grain dishes, and that seems to be enough for it to help us. Wimnots, thanks for the great raid! Much appreciated. And welcome everyone. Hope you're enjoying my stream. Where was I there? Macho! You know, the recent exploits of the Survey Corps are what inspired me to get help from Pokemon in the first place. Keep up the good work, you hear? Wait, I have a message. We came on a whim. A mistake is not... It's not a Wimnots raid. It's not a Wimnots raid? Okay. You can. Yeah. Wahaha! I have to lurk, but I brought my own lurkers for you. Well, all the lurkers are appreciated. So, welcome still. Whoever you are. Hi. New follow as well. Tranche Fabulous? French? I assume it's French? Is that right? I guess? Doesn't that mean anything? You speak French. Like, a bit. You spoke a bit. Yes, okay. Crochet lurking. Oh, cool. That sounds nice. And also, welcome, and again, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, as always. Now we're gonna catch the octopus. I wonder, in the Pokemon world, takoyaki is made out of octillery, right? So it's basically... What's octillery's Japanese name? Look that up, please. Because they wouldn't name it takoyaki, obviously, right? Because taco doesn't exist. And for those who don't know, taco is the Japanese word for... not squid. Octopus. What? Okutan. Also okuyaki, you could say. Yeah, Octank. It's Octank. Lumpy Space Princess uses it as an insult in Adventure Time. What? Tranché? I have watched 2 episodes, I think, of Adventure Time. Strange thing. I did like it, and I wanted to watch more. I just never did for some reason. I don't even know why. It was pretty good. I think Lumpy Princess appeared even, right? Yeah. It's one of my feel-good shows. Yeah, that sounds like a good feel-good show. So, you missed Gaga, huh? That's not nice. Okay. I mean, I am slowly catching up to Rick and Morty, which is not really similar, but, well, they came out at around the same time, maybe? But the problem with that is actually Netflix has it in Germany and they are slow to release it. Very slow to release it. It's like, which season are we on? 5? And only the first half of it? Something like that, I think. Let's crunch. Also, I think they have Adventure Time, or at least they had Adventure Time. We watched that on Netflix. But, yeah. A fire rock type against a water type. What was I even thinking? Of course that would have gone bad. Let's go with Shallade. Okay. I hope you don't kill. You won't kill. Bam. Ceaseless Edge looks amazing. Well, for a Pokemon move. I wonder how it will look in the anime. Also, if we ever see those forms of the starters in there. But technically, we should be able to. Because they do say that these forms came to be because they evolved close to Mount Coronet. So, technically, the fire starter, what was it called? I forgot the name. The fire starter in this game. What was it called? I do know the German name. Yeah, and the German name as well. What was your name, little fire badger? That some people confuse for a mouse for some reason. Cyndaquil. Your Cyndaquil you catch in BDSP should technically evolve into the Hisuian Cyndaquil, right? Because they do say in the Pokédex that it is due to Mount Coronet and that it's still there, so those aren't ancient forms. They should still exist. So yeah, I mean, that should go for Rowlet and Oshawott as well, but you cannot get those in BDSP, so yeah. But I doubt it will evolve like that. Or rather, I know that it won't because I have it already on there. And I evolved it. Still haven't finished my living dex there, but I don't know. As soon as Arceus came out, that kind of got forgotten, right? I mean, I still like BDSP, but there's still no home compatibility, right? Or was it added in the recent update? No, I think not, right? And that is kind of bad. It's not the thing that I wanna fill out my Pokédex in that game through Pokemon Home. Because I really like to fill out the Pokédex with what the game gives me. And, well, a few exceptions you cannot really get in a good way, maybe. But normally, with what the game gives me, especially as I can trade with my wife, we have to switch and all. As well, online trading, of course. But it's the other way around. I like to get my Pokemon onto home from there, which I cannot do, and that kind of sucks. Also, I wanted to use BDSP as my shiny hunting method, number one, because shiny hunting there is so much better than in Sword and Shield. But then the shiny hunting in Legends Arceus turns out to be pretty amazing. So yeah. Okay, we just have to catch a few more and then we're done. I like that. Then I don't have to change my team. But wait, where can we even find those? There's that one, of course. Castaway Shore. Which should be that, yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's first quickly look for Finneon. We need that for another side quest. So, yeah, BDSP. When the update came recently, I was so waiting for the GWS. And then it came and... yeah, I just did not care at that point anymore. If that was there in the beginning, maybe I wouldn't have done a super effective challenge, but rather a Wonder Trade challenge, because I kind of want to do that. I mean, of course I can always do that. I do have the game and I can always start it again, and yeah. But I rather play the other versions that I still haven't played and do stuff in that. But I cannot do Wonder Trade on those. Did we do a challenge in Sword and Shield already? Did I play Shield on stream? Okay, so the only game I can really pull that off in would be Shield. If I would play that. And I say Shield because in private I played Sword and I like to play the other version on stream. Because, I don't know. Feels good. Yeah, because I'm fancy like that. Then can I say I have played both. So Shield would be the only one where I could pull a Wonder Trade challenge off. There's one. Please don't attack me from behind, you stupid thing there. I hate catching Pokemon in the water. Can you please? Ah. I cannot hit you. Damn it. And you have the audacity to break free. Yeah. Because... oh, is there something I could do a Wonder Trade challenge? No, I don't think. Thing is, I cannot stream from a 3DS. So, yeah. Or other handhelds. Yes, I did use emulation for Leaf Green. Sue me. Probably nobody will care about that all that much. I don't think even Nintendo would really care about that. So yeah, but you cannot Wonder Trade on those. I mean, I do. Oh, it's sleeping. It's sleeping. Hello. Good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Shall we just do this for 2 hours? Nah, that would be too much. Okay, so let's check out on auxiliary. Oh, I know, there's one here as well. That was the wrong button. And hop, and up. So yeah, if you don't follow the anime, or just loosely following it, Hop was mentioned, finally. Just took them 100 episodes for that. Well, they barely went to Gala in the Gala season as well, so yeah. There's that too. He wasn't mentioned by name, it was just stated that Leon cared, when he was a child, a lot for his little brother. So he didn't have much friends and stuff. We need one of you. I hate catching Pokemon on water. It's so annoying. Maybe you people, if you played it, can give me a hint what to do, what I'm doing wrong. It's just... am I just bad at aiming? I don't think so. It's all those... oh boy, why is that so low poly back there? Is that the TV? The mountains in the back, they really look like out of Super Mario 64. I think that looked better on the real TV. This, what, 720p monitor here. It's a 720p TV that we got back in like 2012. You know that. You just know that.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know.
I mean, good memory. Honestly. It's strange that you know that. But on the other hand, it's also kind of a positive thing.
I mean, there's not much time that been in between. Because Daikon wasn't with us yet. And
Wasn't he?
yeah, and he was born end of April 2012.
Okay.
And we got our car in November of 2011.
Uh-huh.
So there's not much time.
Do you know when we got our car?
Yes.
You know when our cat was born? Okay, that isn't that strange. I don't know, but...
Yeah. I mean,
that isn't that strange.
wait him every day for... I think
Yeah, yeah.
something.
He was... yeah, he was... okay, you just have to look after that. If you have a cat born in your house, you have to wait to see that everything is okay. He was never weighing not enough for stuff like that. He was always fine.
I just needed
But-
to check if she's giving enough milk. Because
Yeah.
She was so young when she got him.
Yeah, that
She
was...
was supposed to.
Yep, she wasn't supposed, but our other cat and her, they were pretty, well, early comers, you could say. Early bloomers. It was basically, he was born like 2 weeks or so after we did the castration.
Something like that.
So, of our male cat back then. Not or female, that you cannot castrate a pregnant female cat. We didn't know she was female, but I think the doctor would have noticed.
Pregnant. We knew she was female.
She was pregnant, not female. Didn't know she was female. Yeah, we did know she was female. That much we did. She was pregnant, but yeah, I think the doctor would have noticed. Hopefully. Yeah, the doctor, the veterinarian who were back then. He was pretty good. So yeah. And then, well, suddenly my wife wakes me up in the middle of the night. Well, it was early morning. And I asked what happened. And she said nothing. So I just got back to sleep. I was so fast to be back asleep again that...
Not saying nothing. There was more to my sentence.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell that. I was so fast back asleep that I did miss the rest of the sentence because she said nothing. Chisa just got a child. But I was asleep already after the nothing. I just did not care. If it's nothing, don't wake me up. And don't get me wrong. I tend to be a bit of a LMAO. Yeah, I have a bit of a problem getting up or out of the bed. I am awake, but the first standing up in the day is so... But I'm not a bad morning person. I'm not angry or stuff like that. I'm just very sleepy. That's all. Or would you say I'm... No.
You're a bit grumpy in the morning.
Bit? Yeah, but it's not all... It's not really bad or something.
Yeah, because I let you go to the living room and sit down and bring breakfast first. And
What
everything.
is that yellow thing swimming there? No, it moved just now. I think. Eh? Didn't I saw it move just now? I love this anecdote. The nothing one. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Tiny early morning. Fine.
Yeah, and he was so small and now he's such a big guy.
I think he knows you're talking about.
Yeah, might be. Starts cuddling. We caught a basculin. Nice. I swear I was going with... What did we talk about that we got to that? I think I was going somewhere. Because I wanted to get to something with that, but... Oh well. Please stay in. Nice. We caught a Quillfish Hisuian form. And a much needed one. Not that I minded Quillfish, it's just one of those Pokemon that are... Well, they exist and... Nobody really cares about them. I think you could call it a forgettable Pokemon. However, I have a problem with that term because all those the most forgettable Pokemon lists make the Pokemon so prominent that they aren't really forgettable anymore, right? The most forgettable being Finneon, some say, but it's so infamous for being forgettable that it is not forgettable at all anymore. people just don't really care. I do like Finneon, by the way. I don't know why people dislike it. It's looking good. I like the coloring. I like the design. I mean, of course, it's just another fish, but it's a cool looking fish. That should have gotten the fairy type. Okay, we have to check, but I think that's 2, 3, 2, 3, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8 points. Yeah, we are at 10. We are at 10. Okay, let's check the side quests again. What was that sound?
I'm sorry.
What was that? Why? Why are you doing? That did not sound like what you did. Okay. Well. We have this. We have this. We have to give that. And we have to find that girl again. Okay. So, before we go here to give her the thingy, we can, on the way there, get the satchels. With this thing, that's not a good way to get up there. Except there. Okay, again, I lost my trail of thought. That seems to be a theme for this stream. A theme stream. No, a stream theme. That makes more sense. Yeah, we were talking about Daikon. He was so small. Really cute. Do you have the photo somewhere? I think we kind of lost. We managed to lose a lot of digital photos somehow. Because...
I had it on my old Facebook.
Okay. I mean, losing physical photos makes sense, but digital ones should be safe. But yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. I never really was caring about photos all that much in general. Not really about taking photos or looking at those. Sure, showing people stuff is nice, but I don't know. Why is that flag humping the tree? Why? I mean, that wouldn't change the altitude of the flag placement. What? Oh well. Yeah, it was a strange day when he was born. Can I say what you did in regards to working on that day? I doubt your co-workers will watch my stream.
What do you mean?
Calling in sick. You were calling in sick. You did not call in sick?
No.
You didn't work that day. You didn't go to work.
I took a holiday.
You took a holiday. Okay. A spontaneous one. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. Well, then it's not that bad. Then there's no... It wouldn't be lying making a sick day, right? Then there's no trickery involved. Yeah, she was calling in a holiday in that case. Okay. That's better. Yeah. And... Yeah, and then what do? You suddenly, without knowing, because... We didn't know she was pregnant. The thing about her is, that's what I wanted to tell about. She did not gain any kind of belly or something. Thing is, normally cats are built for like 6 or 7 or up to 8 children, I think.
Yeah, definitely more.
But there was only one little blob of black she had. You could not tell she was pregnant. That was completely getting thrown into cold water there. We couldn't have known. We were even at the veterinarian, and he did not notice. He wasn't looking for it, granted, okay. Maybe if he was specifically searching for her being pregnant, he probably would have seen that, but just a casual,
Ultrasound
yeah,
should have been visible.
but just a casual, what do you call those? Visitation?
Checkup.
A casual checkup. Even then, normally you would notice, I think, but there was nothing to be found. And suddenly he was born. In the middle of the night, apparently. And the bad thing was, she was dragging him under the couch all the time. Suddenly he was gone. Where is that cat? He cannot even move on its own. So where did she take him? And then we noticed she was crawling under the couch, which... Thing about that is, that couch was like... that height? There wasn't really much space.
She barely made it through.
Yeah, her head barely fitted through that. It probably even hurt her, I'd say.
I don't know.
But she dragged him under there, so... what are you gonna do? We just put a box under there.
Yeah.
So,
Some,
a box with some blankets.
yeah.
Or were it towels? Something like that. Something to make it a bit soft. And then,
Pillow.
like every half hour, an hour, or even every 10 minutes or so, we checked up on them. Because, yeah, I mean, we could have blocked it or something, sure, but I think that cat would have found a way.
Yeah.
Which we wouldn't really have known back then. She wasn't as crazy back then, was she? I think she is a lot more crazy nowadays. It's way worse. In a good way worse. In a good way worse.
Is that maybe in a good way?
I don't know. Well, she is not sick or something and is crazy because of that. She's just... I would say her personality hasn't formed that. She was like, what, 2 years old only?
No.
Not even, right? It was...
Even a year old.
She wasn't even a year
That's
old,
like
right?
earlier.
Right, she was like
Just one little-
10 months or something.
Yeah.
Which is... normally a cat starts getting children at like 1.5 years or something. But it was so early. That's also with the castration as well. That was the earliest we could castrate the father of Daikon, which sadly passed away quite a few years back already. Because he was too young. You cannot just castrate a cat whenever. It has to reach a certain age, and he was barely at that age. It was like day one when it was possible. And it still was too late, so... what can you do about that? Thing is, yes, she was rolling. No, that's not what you call that. What do you call it in English? In heat.
Yeah.
We,
It's hard to get in at that time.
to explain the rolling stuff. We in Germany call it rollig, which means basically not really rolling. That would be rollen, but it sounds kind of like rolling in German. So what could we do? We just put them in different rooms, closed the doors, because we had to go grocery shopping. They want to eat as well, right? Yeah, when we came back, the doors were open. We didn't know our cat could open the doors. They never did. They never did after that. Yeah. The only thing we could have done would maybe lock them, but we didn't have keys for the inner doors. Who has keys for the inner doors? Not a lot of people. Right? But yeah, what can you do? That's... nature finds a way, and... well, everything went well, so... all's fine. It's a fun story to tell. That's... yeah, I mean, it's a fun story to tell. Nothing bad came. We could handle one more cat. That wasn't a problem at all. So why not? Nobody was hurt. Well, Maybe Chisa was hurt because that's how that works for cats when they do the act. When they mate. That doesn't sound nice. That is basically rape. Basically. It really is not fun seeing that. But yeah. I don't think she was really hurt. She did not have wounds, as far as we could tell. Sometimes nowadays she has because, well, they get at each other sometimes in a more playful way, but she always has a bit of blood on her chin. Not dried blood. What do you call schorf in English?
I don't know.
I think it's something like scath or something.
Scab, I think it is.
Yeah, if blood dries, you get stuff there where it dries. We were in COVID quarantine when we were supposed to get our dog spayed. Then the veterinarian was quarantined. I cannot talk anymore. Quarantined. Then us again. Eventually she had 11 puppies that all look like the neighbor's dog. Fun story. The dog, also female I had back then, also one day got 2 puppies. And they did look like the neighbor's dog as well. It was no question who the father was. Whenever we were going out with her, she really liked that little doggy. They liked each other through the fence. And we let her out into the backyard and run a bit free. That was, at least back then you could do that. Nowadays it's... But, yeah. Sadly, one of those 2 passed away because... and my mother felt really guilty for that. My dog really wanted to get into the sleeping room of my parents, and she let her in because she scratched at the door and she didn't calm down. And then she got the puppies in my father's bed where he was sleeping, and he did not notice that, and I think you can get the rest what happened. We tried breathing into its nose and stuff, and dogs actually can also do something if the puppy is not breathing, like they kind of lick their noses because they can be stuck and stuff like that, but she tried, but nothing happened, and yeah. But we kept that little puppy we called Ronja then, and she was a pretty good dog. She, at this time, passed away because, well, she was getting quite old, but it was because of ticks. Which is annoying. We had to put her to rest, but yeah. OMG, I'd be devastated if I had caused that. Yeah, I definitely would be too, because it's not really your fault. What could you have done? You wouldn't know that, but yeah, you feel guilty, definitely. Also, hello Botnyan. Yes, I'm having a great stream. Thanks, well, for asking. You didn't really ask, but told me to have a great stream, so I will.
Thanks for the wishes.
Thanks for the wishes. Right, that's a good way to say that. Could you give me a bean cake? Sure, here you go. Great, actually, why don't you give it to Piplup? Let it eat out of your hands. Beep. Lap. Wonderful, it really seems to like that bean cake. Piloo. Oh wow, it ate the whole thing already? It's got quite the appetite, that's for sure. I've quite taken a liking to little Piplup. And I don't think it's safe to let it wander around. I'll bring it back to the village and take care of it. Good, that's completed then. What do we have left? Definitely more stories of pets. That. And that. Okay, yeah, that. Let's mark this. This wasn't here, right? Okay, so let's get onto Ursaluna then and look for that girl. Yeah. Right, the dogs. My other dog, the mother, she just passed away of old age. One day she was just lying there and, well, it was right before I had to go to work and I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have gone to work, but my mother handled everything, so I was still living with my mother back then. Yeah, but that wasn't a good work day. But I was like 16 or something and calling in sick because a pet died felt like I would do a bad thing. But nowadays, honestly, I wouldn't care about that at all. If something is with my pet, I won't work. I just won't work. Maybe I would do something like stream or stuff, but it really depends. I wouldn't... If I wouldn't be into streaming or something, I just would call the stream off, definitely. But maybe, the streaming might also get my mind off of it. It would really depend how I feel at that point. You don't have space in your satchel for that item. Can we get rid of something and then take it with us? Let's get rid of... Yeah, that mud ball. Discard! Okay. Pets are... Well, they are family as well. Of course. Family is not a relation by blood. Definitely not. And pets, at least for me, they are part of my family. It's like... I wouldn't say like children, but... In a way, yes, they are like children. In a way. But not exactly like children. There is a difference there, definitely, but... You care for them. You love them, obviously. Hopefully. I think most people do love their pets. There's, of course, a difference between the kind of pet. I wouldn't think... It's like... No, I don't want to say that a horse, for example, wouldn't feel like part of family, because I think it would, but it's not living in your house with you. There's a difference there. Of course you will feel close to your horse if you have one, but I think not as close as to a dog or a cat or... Well, fish, I don't say fish don't deserve to be liked or loved, of course, but when you feel a bit detached to fish because you can't really interact with them much, right? You cannot just go there and pet them. Don't do that to fish. That's not really working. We have 4 cats, 4 dogs, 5 goats, 16 chickens, and a pig. And I cry anytime anything weird happens. Yeah, of course. Even if it's like a chicken or something that aren't as... I want to say the wrong thing here, but I think birds... well, not all birds. Some birds are. But a lot of birds, like chickens, probably aren't as cuddly or close, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe chicken can be that way. I never really had chickens. But still, they are part of your life. An important part of your life. So, if weird stuff happens... I had fish that would come to your fingers if you stuck one in. You could totally let them pet themselves. Okay, that is cool. Fish do that? And they pet it themselves? I mean, cats do as well. They kind of give you little headbutts. So, that's nice. Okay, I learned something today. And they weren't just nibbling at your fingers, thinking it was food? I mean, probably fish do that as well. Some of them are cuddly, most of them are bitches. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the individual animal as well. Animals have different personalities, just like humans. Maybe not as... how do you say? Not as evolved. The word I'm looking for. Ausgebildet in German. You know what I mean. And you mean the chickens. Oh, okay. Not the fish. Okay. I mean, bitchy fish would sound strange, actually.
Developed.
As developed, yeah. Animal personalities aren't as developed as humans because... I just have a feeling that's the case. They are a bit more stereotypical, you could say. That sounds so bad. That's not really what I mean, but... They haven't developed, like, a vast language or a big way to express themselves, is what I mean. They can, of course, express stuff like, I'm hungry and things, but... It's all relatively basic. I think I'm saying strange things, but I hope people get what I mean. Is it sounding strange, or do you know what I mean with that? Whoopsie. Okay, I think it's up there. Whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, there can be bonds with animals and stuff, and they do understand humans, definitely. There's an understanding, but you couldn't tell an animal, no, even if it's a dog, like a complex thing. They would not understand that. And with basic personality-wise, I mean, they get food, they happy. Humans might not be happy just because they can eat. And yeah, I do know that animals also can be depressed and stuff. Kinda. I don't think the depression of animals is that hard like it is on some humans. But I might be mistaken here, so... If you show me that that's not true, I'm not saying anything about that anymore, because that's just what I witnessed so far. I think it really depends on how much interaction you give them for their general attitude toward being pet or held. But some still have little personalities when they want to be pet but not held, and some that kick dirt at me. That's just the birds. Okay. I mean, I do like birds. Birds are cool. Chickens might not be the most majestic birds, but still cool birds. They can look really cool as well. And, well, with that I mean majestic. They don't have to look cool, of course. They can still be good animals without looking cool. I just like cool animals, like eagles and stuff. Or falcon, my favorite bird. My favorite birds are... When it comes to birds of prey, my favorite bird is the falcon. When it comes to... What is the opposite of a bird of prey? The vegetarian bird? That would be the swallow. I love how swallows fly with a splitted tail and stuff. Those are my two favorite birds, definitely. Okay, the old verse. Like I said, we will read those when we have all of them. I was attacked by something, and I don't care. Yeah. My favorite bird type is in this game, by the way. It is Wargle, and I even like the Hisuian form more than the original. So that is awesome. It's not my favorite Pokemon in general, just my favorite bird type. Wait, flying type, not bird type. The bird type isn't a thing. Not anymore. That was only in the conceptual phase of the game. Ouch. Yeah, you are a bit of a problem there. I might want to get rid of you first. So, let's go. Yeah, birds are... Birds might be kind of my favorite animals in general. Kind of. I really do like lizards and amphibians as well. However, cats and dogs are just so close to humans that I don't think any other animal can really come close to that. It's been fun watching you stream and chatting, but I've gotta head out. Thanks for streaming. No problem. Glad you enjoyed it. Hope to see you again as well. So, have fun with whatever you're doing after this. Yeah, the thing is, especially dogs, they are just so made for being your partners. The way cats as well as dogs evolve to get close to humans is just like nature made this pairing for us. So, if you didn't know, the way dogs became pets, well, of course, you probably know it started with wolves. But how did the wolf become the pet? That's called a dog. The thing is, it was just hungry wolves not attacking humans. They were getting close to humans who sat on fireplaces because they were traveling and stuff. And they waited there. They just waited for the people to leave and maybe get a bit food that the humans leave around. But those humans back then didn't leave the food just there for the wolves to take. No, while eating, they gave food also to those wolves. And then the wolves started following them and a bond was made. People saw, hey, these things, if we feed them, they follow us. And they help us fight off dangerous animals like deers or something. So they started feeding them and keeping them, and thus they bred them, obviously, as well. And then dogs were made. It's relatively similar with cats, but a bit more distant, I would say, because people noticed that when cats were around, there weren't mice around. So cat eat mice, right? So it would be good to have cats around, because the mice eat our food. We don't want them to eat our food. Rather, we give a little bit of food that we can control to those cats so that they start hunting the mice. And it worked out. Also, here's something. A lot of people think that a cat will hunt mice better if it's hungry because, well, it needs to eat the mice because it is hungry. That is false, though. Actually, you have to feed a cat for it to be a good hunter of mice. Because if the cat is hungry, it doesn't have energy. And without energy, well, it's like if you are hungry. Can you work better when you are hungry? Right? Probably not. Especially if you'll have to do something like hunting, which takes a lot of energy out of you. And cats are pretty good hunters. It's always fun to see them jumping around in incredible ways, like... Or a little or big one, but rather. Daikon, he just jumps like... What's the furthest he jumped? Like 2 meters without any preparation? Just sitting there, bam! 2 meters further away. Couldn't even see it. If he would jump from running, I don't know. Well, it is said that cats can, what was it? Jump a length of 6 times their body length? Something around that, 5 or 6 times, I think it is. Which, like, a cat is, how long are they? Like 30 centimeters, maybe? Does that sound about right? So 5 times 30 centimeters would be 1 meter 50 only. No, they can jump further than that. Yeah, Google that. Fact check, please. I don't want to give false information here. Also, I'm bad with lengths, so.
5 to 6.
Oh, height. They can jump as high as they are. 5 to 6 times as high as they are tall. That with a height of around, I would say, 15 centimeters, maybe?
The longest recorded jump by a cat, so furthest recorded jump is
Furthest, okay.
2 meter 13.
2 meter 13. Oh.
But really measures how far
Yeah.
that jump. That's just one that was recorded for Guinness World Record.
I think that was broken several times.
So 2018.
From 2018. So it's relatively recent even.
Yeah, 4 years.
There she is. We found her already. I just didn't care because I thought she was just some random NPC. Yeah, 4 years. 2018 is 4 years. Still relatively recent, you can say. You cannot say it's a long time ago or stuff like that. 2 years, 4 years is not that long. Right? Oh, Ligia, you came to find me? I got the old heave-ho from this matchup, see? And splash! It was right into the sea for me. And then I couldn't swim back to the shore on my own, so I was just stranded. So, please, can you help me get back home? No problemo. Thanks a million for your help, Ligia. I'll pay you back somehow. Oh my, that Basque Legion sure is something. It zips right through the water, even with the weight of a person or two on its back. Amazing! Okay. Then we have everything, I believe, right? There we go. That. Yes, we can go back. Untargeted? Oh well. Maybe we'll go into the distortion first. Let's do that. I wish we could have more Ultra Balls. Oh well. Oh wait, maybe we can craft some? Well, 11 more is fine. That's good. Iron chunks are always a bit of a problem. Not a big problem, but... Thing is, in my private playthrough where I'm just finishing off the Pokédex missions before catching Arceus. I'm at that point already. It's just... I'm scraping by with only around 50 Ultra Balls all the time. But I do have 50 Ultra Balls around the time. When I get close to 0, I make new ones and I'm at 50 again, so... Well, it doesn't feel like I have many... I never run out, actually. So... There's that. But iron chunks are that... Well... I have about 2,000 apricorns and... the stones, tumble stones. Shiny stones? What do you call them? What's their name? Tumble stones, yeah. That's enough. You can actually only have 1,998 of those. Because you only can have a staple of 999 each in your satchel and in your... I'm missing words everywhere today. Where you put your stuff that you don't have with you. That place. You know what I mean? You know what it's called? Your chest thingy. Your storage. Ah. Storage. Such a basic word. Yeah. Which is, I don't know, it's quite enough, I would say, but still. I always have to sell some. Make it work. Let's do crunch. Crunch on the stone. Ouch. That must hurt. Sorry, Gaga. Hope your teeth are alright. Yeah. Should have thought about it before I let you crunch the stone. Oh well. Oops. No, wait. Ah, wrong direction. That would be an interesting name for a One Direction cover band. Wrong Direction. But who would cover them? Are they even existing anymore? I mean, it's a wonder I know about them. Because, well, I'm known for not knowing anything. Not anything in pop culture stuff. Or what you would call that. I don't know most of the newer musicians, stuff like that. I don't really care for that as well, so... yeah. I'm not saying there's only bad music nowadays. That's not the problem I have. It's just... I'm just not interested. Return to village. Okay. Now we give those quests away. I mean, there's still half an hour left, but remember to search for someone to raid in time. Maybe I'm quitting a bit early today. Quite hungry. Was a quite exhausting day today.
We can raid Winner. He's playing Ranked with Pillars too. After he raided you.
Do I see some self-interest there? I mean,
he raided you, so
yeah,
let's raid him back.
yeah, let's return the favor. And give it some flavor. Can we do a Team Rocket-like thing out of that? Let's return the favor and add some flavor. We wanna rate every streamer there is in this world. Damn it, what rhymes with world? There isn't really a good rhyme for that. Oh well, doesn't matter. Oh, so you've looked into Octilla from me, have you? Lovely. Let's hear what you have learned. Oh my, so that's how it is. Wait, hold on. Are you quite sure? Goodness, to think that Remoraid evolves into Octillery despite them looking nothing alike. I mean, you can say that about quite a lot Pokemon, I would say, actually. Like Caterpie, Weedle, all the caterpillar bug thingies. What's it called? Venonat to Venomoth. Doesn't really look alike as well. Voltorb to Electro, they don't look alike at all. Totally not. But more importantly, it seems Octillery isn't poisonous, so its ink must be safe to eat after all. Oh, I can't wait to gather up some ink and try creating lots of innovative new recipes. Once my new pickles are well and truly perfected, pop by for a taste, won't you, dear? They should have made pickles into an actual thing in this game, right? With that side quest. Wouldn't it be fun if you could use pickles to get... what is that thing called? That Alolan thing that you throw into the sea. It's called Goofa in German, but I think the English name is different. Did you bring one of those Pokemon with 2 tail fins to show me? I did. Pyukumuku. Right? Because it's kind of a sea cucumber, and if you throw a pickle into sea, you get the sea pickle. Pickled sea cucumbers. Are those a thing? Huh. I would not be interested in eating that. Definitely not. The way it wiggles its fins is so adorable. It's like they're fluttering in the wind. Did I really catch a huge one like this? Did I accidentally catch a alpha one? Or can they be this huge? Huh. You've outdone yourself on this one. Thanks so much for taking on my request. From now on, you Survey Corps folks have my full support. Keep giving it your all out there. Double the tails, double the fun. You know? That could be the catchphrase for the new Sonic movie. What was that line we saw in the trailer today? Did your butt just turn into a helicopter? Yeah. That was good. I'm so not interested in the first one. I haven't watched it, but the second one looks so good. So I need to watch the first one before that, because technically I don't have to, but I like to have these things completed. So, yeah. That's why even the bad Marvel movies like Hulk and Thor 2, which really was bad, I still don't mind watching those because I want the full picture. They weren't that bad. They weren't unwatchable. You. Wanda made it back home safe again. I really can't thank you enough. I knew I wouldn't be wrong to ask you again. Again? It sounded strange. You're still as good as everyone says you are. And that Ursa Luna is amazing too. Not many can track a scent even across rivers and seas. If I could ever learn to live with a Pokemon myself, a Pokemon like that Ursa Luna sure would be nice. Yeah, a Pokemon that's great at finding things. Maybe it can also find Nemo. Fun thing about Finding Nemo. I still have not watched this movie because, to be honest, I'm just not interested. But I always thought that Nemo was the main character. It's called Finding Nemo, so why would it be Nemo that you see doing stuff? Obviously, they need to find Nemo, but... You can see him?
Yes, because he tries to escape from the aquarium he's in.
What aquarium?
I mean, he was caught and put in the aquarium of a dentist. Together with some other fish. And they try to escape from there.
They caught a wild clownfish?
Yes.
Do people do that? Aren't they breeding those for pet purposes?
I don't know.
And so they did not manage to get him back. Because how would they get to a dentist's aquarium, right? So Nemo is still in that aquarium.
They got out.
Wait, how would that work?
I think we need to watch the movie sometime.
I'm not really interested. Not gonna say it's bad. I haven't seen it up, but it's just I'm just not really interested. Okay, so we finished off all the side quests today. And I think this is just a good place to stop. Like I said, I'm hungry and exhausted today. It was just so much to do today. So, next time we will continue the story. And now we're gonna raid Wimnot's back. That's what you get for raiding me. You get everything back. And like I always say, check out the links that actually work again. The thing is, the bot turned itself off. For some reason. You seem to have had a good time just there. What happened?
It's working again.
Ah, you were referring to that. I thought you found something. Solved some problem or stuff. So, did I save?
I was just reading.
Yeah. Going on a tangent again. Check out the links leading to my Twitter and Instagram where I post stuff and keep you updated whenever I pull on a cable that might cut the connection to my Switch. And also when I start streaming or upload a new video on YouTube, you can also find that link there as well. So check those out. I'll see you again tomorrow with some more Mango Mischief. And after that, April 3rd to April 6th, Road to Radical starts. We finish off every ending of Chrono Trigger. And I cannot wait to not ever say that again, because while I'm hyped, it kind of gets exhausting to spell it every time. But I will do so. That's what it means to be a streamer. Yeah, looking forward to that, and I hope you join me on that as well. April 7th, we play Radical Dreamers. Don't forget that as well. That's part of it as well. And then everything turns back to normal. So, raiding Wimnots, and I hope to see you. Bye. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. My mouse had my wife. My wife had my mouse.